Bitcoin and crypto markets update, March 21st, 2024. A lot has happened recently, right? So let's quickly go through it. So recently you saw Bitcoin pass its old all-time high, create a new all-time high, right around 73, 74,000. And that is super exciting before the Bitcoin halving. That has never happened before. That is very bullish and super exciting. Well, then 6 days later or whatever, you're looking at a $61,000, $62,000 Bitcoin. What the hell happened, right? Well, let me give you a few of my thoughts. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor, but I want to give you my thoughts. So that is not surprising, okay? If you look at the Fibonacci chart and know how major investors work, there are sell points. And an all-time high is one of those sell points. So let's just assume that there's people with a whole lot of Bitcoin and crypto. When Bitcoin gets to 69,000, it was a sell point. They weren't just buying, right? If you were just buying, it's not a sell point. But if you were buying at 15,000 or 20,000 or 40, it is a time to consider taking some profits off of the table. So let's say they took 20%. They're up a whole bunch. Hey, I want to take 20% out of the market. Well, if they do that, then the price of Bitcoin goes down 20%. If you had done that, if you were in profits and you took some profits around the all-time high, and then it drops, let's just say 20% for an example, then you have a decision to make. Do I want to buy crypto on sale or keep that money out of the market? That's up to you, right? Do what you want. All right, so a couple key numbers to keep in mind. I thought we actually may go and test all the way down to around 57,500. We did not get quite that low. I think it stopped around 61 is like the lowest that I saw. And we found support, right? Which means that people didn't want to sell and people wanted to buy. And they're like, oh shit, Bitcoin 6 days ago was 73,000. Now it's 61. Yeah, I want to buy it, right? That's $12,000. That's 20%, right? Bitcoin's 20% off today. Yeah, I'm going to go buy as much as I can, right? Okay, so again, but the number to keep in mind is, we found support around 61 or 62,000. It could go and look for support at 57,000. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it could. Then the next key thing, the next really important thing is when Bitcoin holds, it's a key word, holds above its prior all-time high. We've hit it, we've created a new one, but once we stay there and are in price discovery, I made a video on what has happened in the past. Once we cross it and hold above the prior all-time high, it could be off to the races. But we're not there yet. You need to be patient, you need to wait. And one other thing before I go into some positives to keep in mind for the future, the next major sell point or major time to consider taking profits for those large investors is going to be at $102,000. That is the 1.618 on the Fibonacci chart. And I am pretty confident and expecting that there will be profits taken at that point. So we could see, another pullback, right? Real quick too, if you can't handle the 10, 20, 30% pullbacks in the number and you get scared and you want to sell, you shouldn't be in crypto because you're going to get wrecked, right? A lot of people sell there like, oh my God, it's going down. And they sell and then everything freaking goes back up in a week. And then what are you doing? You're buying again, right? So you're selling low and buying high. That's ass backwards. Okay. So if you can't handle the volatility of 10, 20, 30% on Bitcoin and the market, altcoins will do more. If Bitcoin goes down 20%, your altcoins can do 30, 40, 50% for sure. Anyway, so keep those price targets in mind. Very, very important in my opinion. 57, we'll call it 69,000, and then 102. All right, so I'm still extremely bullish on Bitcoin and the crypto market, right? So let's talk about the ETFs real quick. One of the reasons I'm extremely bullish, they just launched in January. February, Bitcoin had its largest green candle ever. Not a coincidence. 2 weeks after the ETFs come out and a new month starts, Bitcoin has its best month ever. All right, that's another reason I'm not super surprised about a pullback. But anyway, all right, ETFs, hundreds of millions of dollars. I think on some days it even crosses $1 billion of money coming in through ETF. Guys, that's not going to stop. People are going to continue to put money into their 401k. It's going to continue. All right. But one of the things that's not talked about a whole lot is Grayscale is one of the companies that has an ETF, and they had a bunch of Bitcoin, and they have to convert it. Basically, they have to sell the Bitcoin that they had. They have to sell it, and they are selling hundreds of millions of dollars per day. Do your own research, double check me. But I believe that they are currently selling hundreds of millions of dollars per day, and that is affecting the price. We could be even higher. We would be even higher if they weren't selling hundreds of millions of dollars a day. We would be even higher. So when that stops, that is extremely bullish. And the fact that we have went from 48 to right this minute, it's like 66,000 with them selling a whole bunch is extremely bullish. But I do think it's worth mentioning. And by the way, the Bitcoin halving is coming very soon. All right, we're in March. It's anticipated, I believe, in April, worst case May. The Bitcoin halving is coming, and you have ETFs buying Bitcoin, and the supply is going to go down. At some point, I'm not saying immediately, but at some point, what do you think is going to happen? The demand is high, the supply is low, price goes up. So that'll be cool. And then that is typically followed with the bull run, which we are expecting in late 2024 or and into 2025. So just wanted to give you a quick update. Everything in my mind is still very, very bullish on Bitcoin, crypto, this cycle, the upcoming bull run. But I just wanted to give you some key numbers. We're at 66. We could go all the way down to 57 and look for support. We went down and we found support around 61, 62. And then we need to hold above the prior all-time high, and more confidence will be built, and then we could be off to the races. But we got to wait until that happens. So thank you for your time. And if you agree or disagree, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Thank you.